Can we talk about this video?
I'm gonna pass. I'm not into dark skins.
I mean, dark skins ain't my type, but I smash just to see what it's like. You feel me?
Cause you thick.
Okay. Period.
You black and me.
I'm finding it.
Louisiana, you know I smash. You a freak. What your name is?
It's a diamond.
You look like you cool, but you ain't my type.
Oh boy.
We present to you a Rome Productions.
What's good, everybody? If you're a first time viewer of my content and of this video, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be discussing something that's been going around for the past few days. I try not to give it the time of day, but I've been seeing a lot of black women post about it, and granted, this was going to get a lot of black women attention. So people are going to be talking about this at least for the next week or so. All right. So with all of this commotion going on, you got Sha'Carri Richardson, and now you got this going on, where this man, he kind of do all these challenges and whatever the case is, and I'm going to give or take say that he's around my age, maybe 20, 21, maybe even 19, 18, but these men who are doing these challenges on this particular YouTube channel, they do these challenges and they invite people on there, they get all these views and whatever the case is. So most of the stuff that they do is for humorous reasons, you know what I'm saying, for humor, to entertain, and maybe certain things that they say and certain things that they do and certain jokes that they try to make don't come off so well, right? And especially when dealing with colorism, now it most certainly isn't a good place to go. And I'll give him respect, because he came out, he put on his channel. That wasn't his intentions. That's not his purpose to, you know, make fun of somebody because of their complexion. He do know that he's the one that inspired the whole smash and pass energy, you know, the attitude behind it. So he took responsibility for that and accountability for that, and he apologized to the woman if she felt any type of way towards that. They were doing all this for jokes and for laughter, whatever the case is. Now, you can look at this in two different ways, right? And I'm going to give my critical analysis and be as objective as possible. Now, I will say that this is not a good look on his platform. Now, he still has to keep it going, because you can't look behind. You must move on. You must move forward and do whatever is necessary to have a better platform and to build a better platform for yourself. However, certain things you just don't need to give attention to. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that just doesn't need to be blown up to proportion, especially to this type of level. I could see that if you're trying to give them publicity in terms of trying to make them look bad, but see what happened with Kevin Samuels. You're just going to give them more views because people don't know who they are. So when you show to the platform, look at what they're doing on their platform, people want to watch more. So you're just giving them more money. You ever heard the term bad publicity is still publicity? So it doesn't even matter if you try to make them look bad. They're just going to get more views. They're going to get more comments. They're going to get more followers. And they're going to get more money. Because once you give them attention, they're going to blow up. So now, because of Summerella took it into her hands to post this on her page, knowing that how many followers and viewers and how much publicity she has, she just gave him more on top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there are certain things you just don't need to give attention to. I'm not saying that these type of discussions shouldn't be talked about, and I'm not going against whether or not you feel like that it needed to be talked about, and whether or not you feel like it needed to be shown. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you look at even the way that this whole video is put into context, it does look a bit immature. You're going, you know, side by side to each woman, talking about whether or not you want to smash and pass them, and then you're doing this little joke, darky joke or whatever the case is, you know, coming at her complexion. Well, she is a very beautiful black woman. All right, I went on her Instagram. She is a very beautiful black woman. She just started a YouTube channel. So dealing with the matters at hand concerning the situation, I feel like there was a better way to go about this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that with Summerella in the platform that she has, should have just ignored it. But now, not only is this man going to get more publicity because of his video and his videos, even on top of that, now there's going to be a unnecessary conversation about complexion and dark skin. And the reason why I say unnecessary is because all of this is emotional. It's reactionary, and there's no productive activity happening concerning this matter. Okay, you're mad that, you know, a couple of boys made some jokes about her complexion. You get reactionary. You talk about your experience. You talk about the trauma. You talk about how you got PTSD, whatever the case is. But where do you go from there? Okay, you've been victimized, all right? But where do you go from there? I get tired of seeing comments and videos and tweets and posts about complexion and colorism, whatever the case is, and there's nothing to combat it. It's just like, it's just something we have to live with, like a disease, instead of something that you can combat and solve and have a, you know, solution to. Post it on your page for awareness. Okay, now what? You have the conversation. Okay, now what? I mean, where do you go from here? You want to talk about colorism, you want to talk about your experience, you want to talk about how they shouldn't have called her this, that, and the third, they shouldn't have made these jokes, it's very inappropriate. Okay, now what? Where do you go from there? Because as it seems, the conversation and the problem is still going to continue. You can get mad all you want, but just posting it on your page and just talking about how disgusting it is doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. So why even give it the time of day? That's just how I personally feel. And given my critical analysis upon the basis of this issue, I feel like a lot of people should not be giving their issues and their energy and their time on things that they can't control. I feel like people need to stop giving their energy and time to things that they just cannot control. Focus on yourself. Let the dead bury the dead and focus on yourself. Another thing that will come into play is that you're going to have these feminists that are going to try and say this is how black men are and this is how black men treat darker complexion black women, when it has nothing to do with black men. It has to do with these men, these boys in particular, these men individually. And that's another issue I have. You want to try and put this all on black men because of a few black males that you saw on camera, and you don't deal with them individually and hold them accountable individually. You want to make this a bigger issue. You want to make this macro instead of making it micro. And that's something that I really have a big issue with, because as black people, we can't afford to be going back and forth and creating these negative stereotypes about ourselves on social media. Because once you put these stereotypes out there and then you get mistreated and disrespected, well, you said it out of your mouth yourself, you're the most disrespected and unprotected. So what type of energy do you expect to get back? Some of these women that are going off about this whole situation at hand, these are the same ones that be like, you know, create these affirmations, say these words, and you know, think into your mind, say it 3 times and it's going to come into existence. These are the same women that say speak whatever you want into life and it will come back to you. But at the same time, these would be the same women that will say they're the most disrespected, unprotected, and neglected. Now, how can you say that you want to speak positive things into your life and you keep speaking negative? How can you claim that you're the most disrespected and want to be respected? How can you claim that you're the most unprotected and want to be protected? How can you claim that you're the most neglected and yet you want to be given attention to and admiration and you want to be put on some form of a pedestal? You can't have it both ways, miss. I do understand where they are coming from, and I'm not diminishing or minimizing how darker complexion black women feel about this situation. You do have a right to speak on this issue from your particular perspective. I'm not going against that. However, when it comes to these type of situations, can we be more proactive instead of reactive? Can we be more productive instead of being reactionary? You see what I'm saying? Instead of reacting, can we respond in a certain way in which we can create something more positive for people who are watching. Because if you're just getting in your feelings over a joke and then you're just complaining and blabbering about it and then you go right back to another trend, that doesn't solve anything. But let me know in the comment section below how you personally feel about the situation. That's just how I look at it. So hopefully you enjoy my critical analysis. Until next time, I'm Tyrone. Thank you for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe and use your channel, and share this video with other people. Alright, let me know about your thoughts in the comment section below. Whether you like what I had to say, if you did not like what I had to say, if you want to add on and contribute more to what I had to say, let all that be known in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm Tyrone, and I am out.
You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that. Look like Papa got a brand new bag. Any man who mad, tell him ooh fucking fam too bad. Known to spit with the coldest with no particular motive. I've grown a bit so I've noticed what phony bitches are bogus. I bring doom to any MF, I'm a mad villain. I son niggas, my songs give you a dad feeling. The groovy new emperor, known to move temperatures. Life's a bitch but she keeps sending me nude pics of her. She let it all hang out without shame. Through stories of each previous spouse about fame. Trying to remove a skirt made of doubt and clout games. Then penetrate her until her mouth spit out change. Nevertheless, they can't measure my fresh. No rest till the devil is stressed. Tell him I'm blessed. I'm smiling, staring down a barrel of fear. Any compare